Hello everyone. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I hope everyone is staying home and enjoying these holidays safe and healthy. So let's see this yummy, simple fruitcake recipe today. For this recipe, we would need dry fruits. So here I have some cherries and I have some blueberries. I also have some cranberries and fig and also some raisins. So you can get any number of dry fruits you want. Sometimes I add even pineapples. So you can add any dry fruits you want. So you would need, for one measurement, you would need 2 cups of dry fruits. So I would like to mix all these dry fruits little to make it 2 cups. So here today I'm making 2 batches. So I have 2 bowls and I'm going to fill up 2 cups of dry fruits into each bowl. So if you have the cherries and the figs a little bit bigger size, you can just cut it into pieces and then put it into the bowl. So one bowl is done now. So I am going to put that away and I'm going to do the second bowl now. So this fig is going to the first bowl actually, because I didn't add it to that bowl earlier. So now both bowls of dry fruits are ready. So now let's go to the next step. So now I have 2 saucepans on the stove. So I'm going to add 1 cup of water to each saucepan. And then 1 cup of butter into each saucepan. So turn on the flame and keep it in medium. One and a half cup of sugar in each saucepan. So mix it nicely until all the butter and sugar melts. Once the butter and the sugar dissolves, we will add all the dry fruits in the pan and mix it well. We'll let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So after the 15 minutes is over, what we have to do is we are going to add 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder into this. So we'll put it in very low and add the baking powder. As soon as we add the baking powder, it's going to like bubble up and puff up. So we just have to keep on stirring well, and then once it's nicely stirred, we can turn off the heat. So I'm just showing the same process of adding the baking powder again on the second pan so that you can see it once again. So once the heat is turned off, we can just cover it up and let it sit for 8 hours or overnight. So now we are going to prep the cake pan with parchment paper. Since this is a fruit cake, we are going to actually bake it for 1 hour on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So since it will become brown on the sides, it's better to layer the pan with the parchment paper. So let's do that process. So here is the mixture. It's been sitting for 8 hours. So now the last steps, final steps before we bake it. So we have this mixture. So let's mix it nicely one time. And then what we have to do is we are going to add nutmeg powder, eggs and flour. So these are the 3 ingredients we will need. So let's add 2 eggs to each pan. So for the one measurement, we are going to add 2 eggs. So and then just beat it up nicely. And then we'll add the nutmeg powder. So we can add 1.5 teaspoon of nutmeg powder. So if you don't like the nutmeg smell, you can lessen it, but it will give a really nice smell, and that's the aroma of the fruit cake actually. So I recommend you to use 1.5 teaspoon of nutmeg powder. Here I am adding the nutmeg powder. So I'm going to add like 1.5 teaspoon of nutmeg powder. Now for the all-purpose flour, so I'm adding 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour. So here we will add the 1.5 cup of flour and give it a good mix. So I added 1 cup earlier and I'm adding another 1/2 cup now and giving it a mix. So this batch is now ready to put it into the pan. So since the batter is little thick, we just move it to all the sides. We don't have to compact it, but just move it so that it's flattened on the top. Now let's repeat the same process with the second batch. So here you go, we have the two beautiful pans ready to go into the oven. So as I mentioned below, we have to bake it for an hour on 350
Alexa,
degrees
set
Fahrenheit.
the timer for 1 hour.
And just keep an eye on it. Depending on your oven, it might be differ. So check back 45 minutes to make sure it's cooked or not. And then you can take it out of the oven and check it with the normal regular, poke it with a pin and make sure it's not wet. The toothpick or the pin comes out dry. So our fruit cake here is cooked perfectly, and it's smelling so beautifully all over the house. And let's enjoy the holidays with having some freshly made fruit cake at home. So you can see I'm just showing the texture of the fruit cake, the inside of it. It looks gorgeous with all the fruits, and can't wait to eat it. I hope you guys will try this and enjoy this fruit cake, and do let me know how your fruit cake turned out. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like this video, please hit on the like button, give some comments so that I know what you think about my videos, and please share it with your friends too. And let's enjoy this holidays and get ready for the new year. Hope to see you soon in the next video. And until then, bye from Vani Priya, and happy holidays again. Hope you enjoy with your family and friends. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you from all my heart. Bye.